Alright, let's talk about my day 1 Zaft build. Now I've been working on this for like weeks now as the cards got released. For any time Providence was out, I was testing this build. And as you can see, there's actually a pure Zaft build. We don't got no Kira, no Gundam Amuro, no Triple Ship Alliance cards. We playing these Zaft cards because that's what Zaft is about. Well, I'm just talking crap, but I wanted to play as a combo oriented deck, which is what I think it was designed to do. Whereas you could just slot Gundam Amuro into any deck and make it good. I trying to work without it, but I could see some weaknesses already by playing this pure Zaft build. And obviously I ain't got all these Zaft cards. I got a lot of options I could choose. I can talk about them a little later. But really and truly, this is my build and it suits my playstyle. What you are trying to do with this build is eke out value from the opponent's board whenever you can. So to eke out value, you would do things like get the breach. When you attack something in the dual Gundam and it got the 5 AP, you get breach from either dual Gundam or the Aegis MA mode. So you trade, you take out a unit, hopefully live, because that's what you want to do. You need to live to get value and then also get the breach. Another way you eke out value is by taking something like the Jin and boosting it with the Buster Gundam to take out a 5 HP monster like a Ale Strike or Gundam Amuro on the opponent's turn. That way all you are trading is a 2-1, 2-2 for a link unit, generally like a Kira and Ale Strike or a Gundam Amuro. And that's good value for you if you could boost it with Buster, or if Buku's give enough, like Buku and the Versalius. Like you want to trade this Jin into something that can matter. So if you could get this Jin to take out a Wing Gundam or something, you ahead. The logo supposed to function different, but through all the games I've come to realize that this card is bad. I always thought it was bad. I always thought it was bad from the beginning, but then with Providence I was like, maybe this card got hope. But this card is just bad. Like, because you have to attack an enemy unit, it just creates some weird attack patterns for you to get the 2 damage. Then saying 2 damage don't be enough. So generally, well, sometimes you end up ahead, but I find generally that you don't get to use this card because sometimes you gotta hold it back to try and get the trade properly. Like, I am pretty sure that this card is a trap and there's a card I can remove soon, but I need to test other things in this space because the best part about this card is the cost is a 3-2. It's a level 3 cost too that you could put down and wait a turn, and it also has a generic link. But even when you put the new pilot Raul Cruse on it, it's only become a 4, so you still need something else to boost it. And to me, that amount of boosting just to do 2 damage while you probably trading your unit into something else don't really be worth it. But it's come in handy sometimes. I can probably play a game after this and let y'all see how I play the deck. But that's about it. I using Buster Gundam. I love Buster Gundam. Like, anybody that follow my channel or know my history from playing in set 1, like in Eagle's Nest tournaments, I've always been a big fan of support. So Buster Gundam and Buku has been in most of my decks from basically inception. At least not inception. I didn't play them in beta, but for any time I realized what they could do, I was playing them a long time, like October or something. I played Durka because, funny enough, every once in a while having to get to do the support twice, this come in handy. I know Raw got a new a card we can talk about that, but it kind of expensive and it kind of clunky. Even though it's read amazing, it kind of clunky. The major problem I ran into with this deck that I tried to fix is that because you have to play so many cards in the combo nature, is run out of cards by the end game. So what I tried to do to fix that is to point all these draw cards. So you got the standard show resolve. This is normally your late game draw card. And then I put 4 healthy curiosity. We don't care about the second effect, whereas if they got 2 in the trash already, you can start resting the 4 HP. That's hardly come up. What you want this for is just to get to your Providence or your row faster. So this is just a cycle card. You play this, draw 1. That's it. That's it. So there's as much draws I could have squeezed in from the blue side. As you can see, there are no more blue cards, just these 4 commands. And sadly, if these go in your life, it's just dead cards. And I think that's enough. Like, people should know what most of the rest of Zaft cards just do. The Providence is the newest card, obviously. You put a Zaft pilot on it, all your Zaft units get +2. This is amazing. If you can keep units on the board. And then his ability to deal 1 damage once he got for every 4 AP is amazing. If you could combo this with Buster, generally you could get up to 12 AP with this fairly easy. So you just get at the very least 3 damage off, which is the standard for most 7 cost 5 red cards, dealing 3 ping damage, however to split it up. This one is quite amazing when you can get pull off. But sometimes you might draw this and not draw a row, or you draw a scrappier pilot and then it feel worse. Sometimes you draw a row and you don't see the Providence, and as you can see, all your rest units kind of sucky. Like, I ain't solved all the problems with this deck yet. There's a nice battle trait and also a backup pilot whenever you need it. The Desert Tiger is get any Zaft thing +3, which is help you trade better, but obviously you trade in a card. So like, this is the build I use, and I don't know if I explained that properly, but let me run through all the cards I don't use that say Zaft right now. So we got like 18 more cards. I can try to run through these fast. The Goon, a 1/1/1 tuner, but I don't play 1/1s right now. This is just bad. The Zoot, a 1/1/02. I tested this months ago when I first started playing Zaft and playing support. Support 1 is bad, and because this doesn't have an attack, like an attack stat, like if this was a 1/1/1/1, you probably still wouldn't play it because support 1 is not worth it. Like, especially when you got a 0 attack. I used to try playing it, but sometimes it sat on the field doing nothing for so long, and then the support 1 ain't make up for it being there. Like, I think with these 1/1s, they may have to give these cards burst, like burst add to hand or burst draw a card, because right now I can't find a reason to play any 1/1 in the game right now, except maybe Dot, and that's still pushing it. So let me move on to the next one. Sigu or Sugu, I know it's called. This is one newest from GD03. It's a 2/2/2/3. This is not a bad consideration. Like, I actually would consider swapping what's the card name now? I can't remember it. This, the Lego. I would actually probably consider swapping Lego out for this, because Lego is, trust me, is a trap, and this is the same stats for 1 level earlier. It's saying I got a test, so don't take my word for it. Give me some time. I can probably update this list later, but I could tell you for sure it's probably taking out Lego. The next card I don't play, Din. This is a 2/2/3/2. Right now, because like close combats and stuff, I don't like having 2 HP. So if I had to pick between the two, I would pick this one instead of this one. But if you find you needed more attack power and you need to be aggressive, obviously you would choose this one. Same level 2 cost 2. I don't play it right now though. 2/2/1/1. If this unit has 5 or more AP and is attacking an enemy unit, draw 1. You see this thing about attacking the enemy unit? That's the biggest problem, because it's not super hard to get this to 5 generally, and drawing is a premium. But obviously when you have this attacking an enemy unit, it's going to die. So like, for the cost and level and the stats, and then you still gotta get to 5, it's just a terrible card. Like, moving on. Miguel's Gin. I'm pretty sure this come out in the starter deck. Yep, and no one has ever played it. During Pierce, so you gotta pair it with, you can put any pilot on it. If you have another link unit in play, draw 1. So another 1 HP unit. It got 3 attack this time, but you need to put a pilot on it. It need to get destroyed, and then you need to have another link unit on the field. This is a terrible card. I just remember going through these cards. I remember why Zaft so bad. This one, 2/2, level 2 cost 2, 2 attack 1 HP Zaft trait. It has a link, so we cooking here now. This is probably a decent one. During your turn, while this unit is battling an enemy unit that is level 2 or lower, it gains first strike. This is really good against the rush things. Like, it can still die, but you can always put like an Afrin on it. It will get 3 HP, and then with first strike, you should not die to the level 2s. But then a lot of level 2s to concern yourself with. So this ain't that good late game. At the very least, it has a Zaft trait link though, so it not written off. It's actually one of the more decent cards you can play, but the value might not be there. You gotta see how the meta changed. They have to get a lot more rushing and stuff. This might got some value, cause like putting an Arthur on this, and killing the 2-2 for free and still having 3 HP means you could take out 3 2-2s in a perfect world and only use 2 cards. So maybe it'll take out more than 3, but you never know. This is a decent card, but it not making the list right now. Next card, Din Commander type. There's a level 4, cost 2, 3 attack, 4 HP. It has a link for Roll La Crusade. Because I thinking about cutting Lego, this is also up for debate, but it's a level higher than Lego, but it got a lot more stats. But it got a link to Roll, which ain't bad. If this was a generic link, I'd be so much happier. But if you playing this, you playing it for the stats and to trade stuff. I don't know if it fits in yet. I just know I'm not playing it right now. We can go see in the future what happens. The Aegis Gundam, level 4, cost 3, 4 attack, 3 HP, links to Afrin. If it got 5 or more AP, choose one enemy unit that is level 5 or higher, deal 3 damage to it. This is a great card that is very situational. You play this depending on the meta you are going into. But even then, it probably only gets, it may get you a 2-for-1 if you put any pilot on it, but that is a 2-for-2. But 3 ping damage is a lot, especially for this level. And if you link it with Afrin, it can attack an active unit and should survive because Afrin is bring up to 5 HP. And you don't need to add in support or nothing to get to the 5 AP because every pilot could carry it to 5. Anything could carry it to 5. Even the base Versalius will carry it to 5. The reason I don't play it right now is because the Providence could generally get the same 3 ping on the targets this will hit, and it much healthier and much better for the overall deck. I find that I did not need this. But depending on how the meta changes, you could probably put this in. I still like the MA mode better because I'm trying to play a little rushy, but this should always be in consideration depending on the meta. But like I said, Providence does kind of do this same thing, doing 2 to 3 ping damage on the same targets this would hit if you need it to. So this one, iffy, but is really should be considered all the time. Next card, I don't play a Blitz Gundam. I do not like this cost and level. So it's a level 4 cost 3. When you deploy it, it can choose one of your Zaft units with 5 AP. So you already got a Zaft unit up to 5. And it will gain first strike. Now this is a really strong ability for a strike. Being able to attack and do damage before you get damage back. And if you win that battle, you don't take any damage. The thing is, you can one play this a turn after everything you normally play. Except for one combo that I might talk about. And then you just get a basic 3 stat points. And then when you have nothing with 5 AP, this card does nothing. It got a link to Nicole, but he's a waste of a pilot. He's a command pilot. He's a waste. This should be on a cheaper unit, like a 2-2 or 2-1 or something, just to get the first strike, because you still need to be at 5 AP. So I don't see why this couldn't be cheaper to give the first strike and got worse stats. I wouldn't mind that. But because it's a combo piece that's so expensive, you normally gotta play this the turn after the thing you want to give first strike to. And then you still gotta make sure you got 5 AP. So I don't use it, it's too expensive. And that's mostly it, just too expensive for what it's due. The Guayas Commander type. This is another roller crusade thing. This red's so broken when I first saw it, but after trying it, it kinda clunky. So basically, you activate is a level 4 cost 3, 4 attack, 3 HP. Basically, it got support 1. Remember I said support 1 was bad earlier. It's still bad. But this got extra effect. During your turn, when this unit is rested by an effect, choose one of your Zaft units. It gets +2 attack power during the turn. So what this essentially is support 3 broken up in 2 pieces. So you could give support 1 to something and then give 2 more attack, which is essentially support 2, to a different Zaft unit or the same unit if it's Zaft. That's cool. Buster Gundam is already do that for it's just built in support 3. The thing is, normally when you want, when I playing this and say I had 2 things on the field, say I had 2 Legos and I want to carry, this could carry one of them to 5 but not both. And if I give one, I could give one AP and the other one 2 AP, but then none of them in at 5. So it's it don't hit the points that I want to hit while being efficient. Again, it's a little expensive for a combo deck, but it got a link to roll, which is good, and it got 3 3 HP, which ain't too bad, and 4 attack. The problem with Buster Gundam is it only got 1 attack or maybe 2 attack if you got it linked. And that don't be enough people just take it out because they know it's dangerous. This have to try to take it out, they can probably die unless they ping it, which is another problem I run into with Zaft. If I fight in a ping deck, I lose a lot of advantage because with Zaft you need to keep board, and ping don't allow you to keep board easily. Like, let me say you swing you Lego and it only got 1 HP left, a gun tank probably kill it. Or a Mikazuki. Like, ping has been another problem I run into with Zaft. But my issue with this right now is the cost. Like, when I swapped out Buster Gundam, almost every time I played this, I had rather it be a Buster Gundam, to be honest. And if you're using a deck that my deck is pure Zaft, don't forget, this is pure Zaft. But let me see you start adding in Gundam, Amuro, or Kira, and some Freedom Gundams or something. This becomes a little more clunky. So you gotta be careful with this. I think it's a good card. I need to revisit it, but it didn't work in my deck. That's all I'm saying. So like, but it's really kind of cracked. Moving on. Dual Gundam Assault Shroud. This is the new one. So this one is a level 5 cost 3 attack, 4 HP, links to Izak. While this unit has 5 or more AP, it may choose an active enemy unit that is level 5 or lower as its attack target. So you need a 2 AP pilot on this, or you need extra boost. Just an attack an active unit that is level 5 or lower. Wing Gundam is a level 6. Level 6 costs 4 that does attack level 4 or lower and got breach 5. For nothing. I understand this is not like, this is not a Wing Gundam, clearly, like series wise, power wise, fan wise, popularity. This is not a Wing Gundam. But you could do a little better, like just going through these cards. I remember why Zaft bad and why I couldn't get it to work in set 1 or set 2. Like the Providence, I feel like Providence was false. So like I was so hyped for Zaft. I even said that Zaft in my main deck. I am going to dismantle my blue-red or Federation deck to play Zaft, but now I having doubts. Like, after excessive testing, it's still not where I want it to be, and I don't want to feel frustrated when I lose because of that. It's almost there, but they're still playing it too safe for Zaft units. This unit is too safe. This could have been a 4-4, because I don't get the effect unless I put a pilot on it anyways. Or a 4-3 at least. So that any of these Zaft pilots, because nearly all these Zaft pilots is only one AP pilots outside of the first one we just get, which is Row. So like, they play it too safe for Zaft units, to be honest. For a combo deck, like I paying too much to get these combos, and it just not working. The original Dual Gundam Assault Shroud, level 5 cost 4 attack, 4 HP, links with Izak. This one, no, I never like this because you need to pair. This should, if this was an on play, this would be so much better. If it was an on play like the G-Quox, this would be so much better. But basically, when paired, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may deploy one Zaft unit card that is level 4 or lower among them. Return the cards to the bottom, randomly to the bottom of your deck. Basically, you could play this on level 5, put a pilot on it, pull a Zaft card, which in my deck it would work pretty good. But you gotta play this. Pull a Zaft card, and you get two units for the price of 1, technically, right? And if you are running Izak, say you could drop this, and if one of the units you pull out was the Blitz Gundam, you could get this for a strike, put Izak on it. You got a first strike for 5 resources. That's a set combo, depends on luck. You could also drop this, drop Izak on it. The card you pull out could be Buster Gundam. You know, have a 8 AP swinger for level 5. Nothing can survive that. Like, the combo potential is there, but it depends on luck, and like, I still feel it too expensive. And then you gotta run Izak to get the full benefit of the link, so you can attack on that turn and do the cool stuff, which I don't like Izak spoiler. So actually, here we go. Izak is the next one. Izak is once per turn when an enemy link unit is destroyed with damage while this unit is attacking, draw 1. So once this attack and it destroys an enemy unit, you get to draw one once per turn. It can only attack once per turn most of the time anyways. It's a 1/1 pull at level 3. It's a bad effect. Like, I don't know why this got this effect. Why does it have to be attacking an enemy link unit? Why it just can't be any unit, and when they destroy it, I get to draw one? Would that be so strong? Like, they give first. I should not. Let me not compare it to first form. This just not worth it. And his units, the 2 assault shrouds, like, he don't do a lot to benefit them. If you put Isaac on this, it don't get to 5, so you still need to put something else. Which I know I'll play 3 cards just to get this effect online. And when you put it on this, it's actually pretty good. It's get a 5/5, and you get, if you draw something from your deck, that's a pretty good combo piece. But like, I don't find running Isaac worth it. Stealth strategy on this Nicole. He's give 1 HP, which is so bad for Zaft already. You need as much attack as possible, and he don't give any. But he not too bad for a level 2 cost 1. Choose one enemy with 2 or less AP, deal 2 damage to it. This is actually not bad, to be honest. If you playing this as a command card, like if he had better units, I would actually consider playing this, because you don't find a lot of things with 2 AP no more. But this basically smoke a 2/1 or any of the Zakutus. The basic Zakutus for 1 AP. You can play on the action phase too. So for 1 cost, like, this not bad, you know. Like, say you in the aggro meta, this is not a bad card. The problem is that as a Zaft pilot, he gives no attack, and nearly every Zaft card need 5 AP. So like, this ain't even worth it. The Magic Bullet of Dust. This one is Miguel. There's a command. There's a level 3 cost 1. I don't even know what this is do. Main / action. Choose one enemy. Choose one friendly unit as level 2 or lower. It gains first strike during this turn. So this give first strike to level 2. There's like none of the good Zaft cards in level 2 that you want. Like, where you can get this stuff first strike to a Jin. Like, this really not worth it. Like, and then again, he's give 1 HP, which is no help to Zaft. Like, this is another bad card. The Gamo. There's a cool base that I don't use. Basically, is activate during the action step. Rest the base. Choose one Zaft unit that has 5 or more AP. Is get Bridge 3. I don't know if that was enough. I already got to get the unit to 5 AP, and I given it Breach 3. I already got 2 units that got Breach 3 generally, so this could get Breach 6 on one of those if need be. But like, I get it. I see the value. I just don't like playing it. I need to test it more, but I don't like playing it because, like, yes, I trade units and I get in a shield, but sometimes most bases can be 5 AP, and I don't think that's helped me enough generally. I know a lot of people that's play this and just find success with it, but I don't. If you could convince me, like, in the comments, let me know, but I generally don't like it right now. And then I think this can be the last card that I don't play, the Jashin Dui. Is a level 6, cost 1, is a 0/6 base, but it's level 6. Add one of your shields to your hand, standard, then choose one friendly Zaft unit. It gets plus 3 AP this turn. This is meant to combo with the Providence and Ro could pull any base from trash once you link him. So when you put him on the Providence, you could pull this, play this, and then you will be exactly at 12. The reason I don't play this yet is because, like, if I start playing this, it can be like 1 or 2. But that's mostly because it's level 6, and sometimes I like to play my base from my hand. And at level 6, it can be a little late. Yes, you could play Ro, Providence, and this on the same turn. But if you need to play a base early, this in it, because it's a level 6. If it comes from shields, it can very rarely help you. It will give a unit 3 AP, but then all the opponent gotta do is not attack into that unit, and the 3 AP gone. So like, it is good as a 0/6 base, but it questionable right now. But I also gotta test this some more. What I can do now though is I can go to Mobile Suit Arena and I can try to capture a game with my Zaft deck. This is, I was testing the Cyclops team. I can probably release that video too at some point. But what we can do is go into new cards preview and we can test our Zaft deck, find a game, and I can show y'all how I generally play the deck. So obviously, like I say, obviously, what I'm looking for early game is the Jins, the level 2, the 2/1, 2/2s, and probably a Buku. And maybe the new draw card. I gotta go first, which is not good. That I prefer to go second. But there's not a... Oh, this... Oh, that looked terrible. We are going to mulligan. I already said Legault's a bad card. I don't like playing it no more. And this is even worse. Like, oh no. What are we going to do? We are going to pray. But let me see if this deck could pull out of this situation. Not a good start. Not a good start. We have 0 plays. And the thing is, I got so many low cost units that I guess I just felt like 4 of them to the bottom of the deck. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But then I would have drawn these 5. And I don't know how much then would have helped me. So, because we would have drawn these 5 next. And that ain't helping much. Still no plays. We are in trouble. Maybe I do not upload this game. Like, this is probably not going to be a good showcase. But if this deck can pull back from here, then it clearly worth something. So we need to draw. At this point, I need to draw. What is I want to draw at this point? I want to draw the link for him, the MA mode. Well, we did not, but we gotta start. We could play this. And we can wait a turn. Do we drop the base? Do I drop the base this turn just to get the draw? Or do we wait? Yeah, we drop the base this turn because next turn I want to use all four things. Ooh, and we got this command, so we just play this one time. Draw a card. If we get to late game, we got row. I guess that's worth something. They are playing blue-white. They are on the turn where they can drop Amuro. That could be dangerous. If we don't draw anything next turn, we can actually just play short resolve. Again, prove to the opponent that we in a bad state. But I think that might be worth it. And what I can do is I can probably put this onto the Jin and then boost it. If the base still there, I can boost it so that if they decide to block with this, at least we taking this out one time. And that would be the idea there. That would be the idea for that. We taking it out, we don't die. So let me see what we draw here now. The link for Athearn would be the best card we could draw, and we did. So see, and this is why I played the base the previous turn. Because now, I can in fact play this. Play the Athearn, and I remember, see, I used all 4, so that's why I played the base last turn. Just in case something like this were to happen. Do I have to use the base? Like, do I need the 5? He could probably reduce it, but we can attack here. If we get this, we get the breach tree. Yep. And then we are going to take out his base. Like, he had a pretty good start compared to me, I believe, but the closer we get to Providence now, and we already got a row, the better off we can be. This is not showing off the combo potentially that though. Like, normally by now we'll be playing a Basta and a Buku and that kind of stuff, but clearly that ain't happening. But I hope y'all can, like, I don't even know if this is showing off the deck properly. This don't feel like a good showcase of the deck. I can leave this in the video because I actually coming back, but I actually making a comeback, but I don't know what is the time I need to go work to. I don't know if this is a good showcase of the deck. So our plan right now, oh, he's gonna take this out, it looks like. Yeah, so you can drop me to 2. You can only take 2 damage. That's fine, I guess. So we see now we have nothing on board. Even if he was supposed, if he could have dropped Providence this turn, we can still be behind because it don't boost nothing to help. But what we can do is, I doubt we can draw anything of worth unless we draw another MA mode. But we can play this first. There's always, I know we got 20 trash. I know we could play the other one later to rest something. But since we ain't got no players right now, we can just play this. Ooh, now we got something to put down. Bam. Still 2 turns away from... We still 2 turns away from... What is it I want to say? From Providence. But we could play this. Play Athearn. play this next turn. Probably put this onto something, because he ain't doing nothing right now. Like, we got some players for next turn. I ain't know what they're gonna play. NT1. I guess if they play Amuro here. Or they don't have Amuro. But no, I don't think this is wrestle level 4. We already got 2 in trash, right? Can't see. 4. Oh, we could rest the NT Gundam. That's pretty good, actually. So that combo might be worth it. Let me see how we could pull this off now. Do we let the Kira slide? I think we let the Kira slide for now. Oh, we got another row. That's not bad. Like, things coming together. We can even do this. Put row. We put row on it. We get back the base. But we draw another base. So it's like, I think the first thing we do here is play the command, draw, and we could rest this, right? We thought this was safe. And then we could play this. Play Atheron here. Play the base. Oh, it would be nice to have Atheron there. Activate this. Now we're seeing some combos. This can kill this if he lets me and get the breach. So now we're seeing a little combo action from the deck. This is when I like the deck the most. This live. And then I think here we are going to put him on this. And we are going to take this out. What we're trying to do here is control the board. Right? And live. So he may have got pains because you see he's split in T1. He may have got some gun tanks if he draw them. Like 2 gun tanks ruin our whole field, ruin our whole plan. But next turn for sure, we could do 2 damage to this. So if they swing into anything here, it can be at 3 damage. And the Providence would smoke it with a, what do you want to call it now? With the ping. Like, we went from a bad position to a good position. But like I said, any gun tanks, we kind of smoked. And that was 1 gun tank. I assume he can take this out, which is good. He can take at least 1 damage. That's why we got the pilot on it. And because he only got 2 HP left, we can swing Providence and deal 2 damage to that. Woo! VO. Play this. We gotta play this. Play a row. You get back a base. Right? You get back this base. Can't attack nothing else. So I think what we gotta do is attack. Attack the opponent. Deal the 2 ping here. Combos. And pray. It does not look like he has the he don't got the Optimus, or he would have played unless he's saving it for this turn. So what we can do is we can just hit end turn here and we can wait. If he does have Optimus, I think he ain't gotta trade it. He ain't gotta trade one of them. So either he put Optimus on this, or he runs banana. I think there's still a trade. We already rested, so which unit does he want to give up? Like, whichever one he swing into Providence. Oh, he does not want to give up any of his units. That is bad for him. Because we have another Providence. And I think I see he trying to kill me. But we got another base, and we already got a base in hand. These are not what I want. How we back at these again? But alright. here I know for sure we have to play this Providence. And we have to put Raw on it. We have, oh, we got another base to get, but if need be, we got, no, he knows we got 2 bases. No, I can only, would that be worth it? Let me activate main here. Let me just do some crazy combos. I don't know if we can win with the game, but we activate main. Attack you and ping you for 3. Right? That's it. We left for 1 HP though, which means the gun tank could take me out again. And then, because we got bases to waste, we can play the base. Actually, I shouldn't play the base. I should have played the command. But no, I still need to play the base. So we can play this. Boost you. And to ensure, we can just play the command. And we are going to rest the gun tank. And then he is going to take out this gun tank. And because we are at 12, we can ping this for 3. And then you all see the combos coming off. Like, I thought this game started bad, but we might still lose. But something happening. I know we out of place for the turn. But got 2 Providence on the field. Like, anything he plays, if it can't swing directly, is going to get 4 damage. So I think this might be our game. However he swing, if it get, like, even if he plays, like, gun tanks, a gun tank will help. Or Anksha. I don't know how many he has. I know for sure he played 1 that we killed. Like, ooh. So how do we get past this? The afterrun would be good if we could draw that. That is amazing that I just called that. So who do we want to play? Like, the 2 damage. Yeah, we could just play. We could play this. We could play the Atherin, which at 7. Atherin could attack this. Y'all getting to see the combos. And because it's attacking it, you can just blow this up. Do 2 damage there. Gain action to play. Like, we got this game in the bag. We can swing this one at the base. He also didn't see any Poptimus, so I don't know how to rate this. But at least y'all get to see some like combos coming off. Oh shoot, that was not enough. What I should have done. Oh, he conceded. This video is now 37 minutes. I am not going to play another game. I think that y'all get to see the combos come off later in the game. Still had a lot of draw, which is what I was trying to fix. But don't take this game as gospel. That's just, I still get lucky. But that's the idea how you play the deck. You're trying to think about combos, think how to trade. I love the deck, but it's not quite there. You can probably play at locals from time to time. I like how it is now. Still think there's a trap. But I can figure out what to do with that. If y'all got any comments on the Zaft deck, let me know. And I'll see y'all in the next video.